welcome to this week's edition of HGA's Tuesday Tips. I am Julie.
I'm Shonda.
I'm Wendy. And today we are meeting with Dale Stanford with Primary Residential Mortgage. So Dale, tell us, how long have you been in the business?
So I've been doing mortgage lending for over 25 years. I love it. It's a great profession. Home buying is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
It's,
Your largest
it's
investment.
a huge deal for everyone, so it's been a great blessing. I love it. I've been really with the same company now for, over 17 years.
That's impressive.
And a lot of, you don't see that a lot, right?
No,
A lot of
you
people
don't.
jump around from company to company, so we've got a great company, great processes, and it's been great.
That's awesome. That's great.
So today we really want to focus on the residential buyer. And as a residential buyer going out and looking around at all these different lenders, what do they really need to look for when they want a reputable lender?
It's a great question because there are so many lending options, right? You've got online options, you hear about, Rocket Mortgage that can approve your loan in 1 second, and that's not true. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
You got banks, you got credit unions, you got mortgage lenders, you got all sorts of options. So I'm passionate about this question. I mean, we could literally talk for hours about this, but we won't talk for hours. We'll cut it down. We'll brief it down a little bit. But I think as I think about this, there's 3 key things that I think you need to look for. One, a company that has the right loan programs and products and options. 2, of course, everyone's going to think of is who has the best interest rate and lowest closing cost. And then 3, which honestly I think is the most important of the 3, and that is expertise. Just like any profession, I mean, there's people that do their work, but then there's experts, right, that are going to really put you in the right place. So just real quick about the way we do it is products is a huge deal. If you think about maybe eating ice cream, if you go to a place that just serves vanilla, still good, like vanilla's ice cream is great, but if you go to a place that has 100 options, you can pick and choose and have variety, and with a mortgage, it's that same deal. There are a lot of lenders that really are they have a couple of products, and that's fine, and maybe 40% of the time they're gonna get you what you need, but the way we're set up is we've got all sorts of different lending options, from retail, from correspondent, from wholesale, across the board. And so if one product doesn't fit, or if there's another one that's better, we can help get you into the right program. When it comes to rates and fees, everyone's going to advertise that they have the best bell and whistle, right? They're going to have the best rate, the best whatever. The way we make sure is, one, we have a best price guarantee, meaning that we will guarantee our clients that we can give them the best deal. The reason we can make that assertion and back it up is a couple things. One, we have our own money as a company. We're a debt-free company, which most mortgage companies aren't.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
So debt-free, and then we have our own source of funds that we can lend. We're also a direct lender to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. At the end of the day, they're the ones for conventionals that supply all the access to the money. And so we're direct to them, which cuts out fees and overhead, of course, so we can pass on to clients. Additionally, we also work with lenders and investors throughout the country. And so on any given day when I'm ready to lock in someone's loan, I can search the databases across the country. And, generally we're all within the same range, of course, but maybe one company, for whatever reason, really wants to cut their rate to grab more market share, right? Maybe they don't have much volume and they were trying to get attract more clients, so they're going to cut their rate. Well, we can take advantage of that and lock in with that rate and save our client money. We also have wholesale options. So between all of that, we can for sure give the very best rates and terms and lowest fees. But expertise is what I really want to talk about, because I think that's where the difference maker is, right? If you go into like any lender is going to have some program, they're going to have some rate, but it's the expertise of putting it all together. So I have a couple quick stories, okay? Good for that?
I'm good for you.
Okay, so the first
It's
one
gonna
is,
cost you.
okay, I'm ready. So if you think about, this is kind of a silly example, but if you think about going into Subway, right? Everyone's been to the Subway to grab a sandwich for lunch. How many different unique sandwiches can you come up with, do you think? So I'll say the
Yeah. Okay, please do it.
So I actually checked with a mathematician to make sure I was doing the math on this correctly, because it's a probability problem. But if you think there's 8 different types of bread, there's 10 different types of meat, there's different cheese, etc. Right? And I'm probably being very conservative on this, but if you figure it all out, there's over 400,000 different unique sandwiches that you can come up with.
Wow.
So,
You lost me at probability.
And I'm pretty boring. I go in for the same one every single time. I'll just take, it's not vanilla ice cream for me, it's chocolate.
There you go.
I don't, I go
There you go.
straight.
That's all you need.
That's all I need, I'm happy.
That's awesome. So with the mortgage, it's way more than that. There's so many different loan programs, loan products, how to structure the loan, right? So it's not like it's rocket science, but it's complex. To go in and select the right mortgages, it is, like you mentioned, the biggest investment of your life, most likely, right? And so you should take some time. You should meet with an expert to make sure you're getting the best product, the best rates, and then it's structured all the same way, okay? So, 2 stories. One, I'll call him Chris. Okay, this was a recent client that worked with his realtor to find a house and ended up finding a new construction. The new construction, the builder said, hey, we got this preferred lender, you've got to go to him. And so he did. Went through the process, the loan got turned down, the lender couldn't approve the loan. So the home buyer was like, oh, we really want this house, and so he went and found another lender and went through the whole process again. They said, oh yeah, we can do it, we're great, you're good. Went through the process, same thing, got turned down. The realtor says, look, you've got to talk to my lender. And he's like, no, I've been turned down twice, I'm just not going to go through that pain and agony again. Realtor convinced him to talk to us. We got him approved. In a matter of weeks, got him approved, got him closed. I mean, it was tricky, we had to do some things, but there's ways to figure stuff out. And so we have, better programs, but really it's the expertise of how to fit everything together, okay? Second story, a client that we're helping right now, actually. When first came in, we went through some numbers. The very first quote, the vanilla quote, was a certain payment, which was great, and had he gone to a lot of other places, that's the payment he would have gotten. But we did a whole bunch of series of different scenarios and figuring out different loan products and different things to get the payment down lower. We got the payment down $397 lower.
Wow. Over a year, that's a huge
Yeah,
thing.
that's per month, like $397 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge savings over time.
So you're
$400 a month gone.
Yeah, $4,800 a year. That is a huge difference.
Yeah. So going to an expert is huge, right? Like that's the key.
That is great. Oh my gosh. Dale, thank you so much for sharing all of
You bet.
your knowledge with us. We will be back for our next HGA Tuesday tips. We're bringing Dale back. He has a lot of information that he would like to share with you. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.